speaking about slavery and the extension of the modern day workforce, can you give some points so that the overall public knows how they correlate?
Yeah, I think, one, what did we really learn about slavery in school? Not much. I was just talking about this with my brother the other night, and he's like, I don't think I remember being taught much of anything about slavery. Um, so I think that one thing to really understand is how slavery really did form the way our country operates today. Modern business practices came out of slavery, right? We think about vertical integration, we think about collateral, startups. All of those kinds of concepts came from slavery. Now, when it comes to our workforce, you think about the way that violence and torture was used to extract profit. Um, I think something like from 1801 to 1862, there's a 400% increase in productivity in cotton, right? And that was all from torture. That was all from violence, right? And surveillance, right? So what does that have to do with today? We have to think about these systems as being very sophisticated. This wasn't like what we think someone was like on a plantation and someone was riding around on a horse and saying, get to work. Like, this was meted out very carefully, right? I mean, people knew how much cotton needed to be picked, right? So they had to be surveilled and had to be carefully watched in everything that they did. So think about our modern workforce. Think about methods of surveillance. Think about when people are told they have 15-minute breaks, that you can't spend too much time in the bathroom. Think about how companies are trying to really, really minimize, right, movements in production to actually get more profit, right? We might not see, obviously, that kind of violence and torture, but the concepts and the mechanisms and where we learn this from really did come from slavery.